right.
Oh, shit.
Aw, man.
What up?
Ah.
Hi.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Defenders of Kobold here on a Wednesday, playing DCC in the form of a funnel where I'm porting the SCP universe into it. It's going well so far. A lot longer than I expected it to be, but hopefully we'll wrap up tonight. Well, I think definitely we're wrapping up tonight, but hopefully the story wraps up tonight. So,
If the story doesn't wrap up, it's all been a dream.
right, yeah. Pretty good. So,
We're still in ourselves. Oh, no.
yes.
It's a whole new SCP
Never
that brainwashed us into thinking we were escaping.
There's a few of those, but
No.
oh
no.
last time
Joe's like, shit, throw those notes away.
yeah, don't mind me. Last time, who remembers where we left off?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z. We found the exit.
We were going to the next
so-
level,
Found
the
an
more difficult level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're going to heavy containment.
yep.
Yeah.
We took a bloody elevator up to heavy
Yep.
containment.
We left the
That's-
Green Hill Zone.
That's pretty much it. You made it through light containment, found the elevators and the checkpoint, found a whole bunch of blood, a few munched on bodies, talked to some guards on the other end of a radio, and we're going up to heavy containment to see what's up there. Through heavy containment, there's the entrance zone. Through the entrance zone, there is the surface, and that's kind of your end goal, is to get out. And then we ended the last session with you guys writing it up and just opening up to the next floor. You noticed going in that there was a trail of blood that led in, and it kind of was everywhere inside. And then that same trail of blood kind of continued out of the elevator past your sight. You notice that you're in a small hallway. There's a flickering light. It looks pretty similar to the checkpoint that you saw in the previous floor below, where there was just a big room divided by two locking doors on either side. That's kind of where you find yourselves. So
We were going to go through the door. Let's
Yep.
go through the door.
Yeah, let's advance.
I like doors, especially when I'm not crushing them.
Yep. So there is a keypad in the center. It's basically two doors, one on the left, one on the right. They both go through to the same section. Keypad in between them. You remember from the room below at the other end of this elevator, it made a very loud, almost like siren beep when you go through these doors, kind of alerting that they're being traveled. And that there's like locking doors to get into these double door rooms on either side. So again, this facility really likes its airlocks and places to get you stuck. So the other thing that was noteworthy on the elevator that you guys saw was a hastily sketched drawing of a stick figure covering his mouth.
Well, I'm going to cover my mouth.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So will all four of my characters.
Yeah,
'cause
I don't
have
want
four
anything.
now.
I don't want anything crawling inside my mouth.
Yeah.
All my characters will do this little deal with their shirt.
Yeah.
And my one character's just going to do this.
Yeah, somehow I'm at 4 characters at the moment.
So the light's kind of like this orange red glow on this side. And then I believe Dan, your buff Jesus, was still alive with his key cards.
Yes, he is.
And I think you guys had up to was it a 3 or a 4?
I think we have 3.
I think 3, yeah.
What are
3
we
is as
talking
high
about?
as we've gotten.
The
key
level?
card level.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's a Jeff Bezos question.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got level 3.
Okay. So you go up to this checkpoint and swipe your card, and it does again the loud beep the door to the elevators closes, and these two doors on the left and right open. And you're able to go through. You do notice on the other side that where there should be an airlock door, kind of, that would lead past this checkpoint, it's been smashed and bent open inwards towards this checkpoint door. You see more blood, no bodies, and there's still this like orange reddish light in this room, but there is no light past that door.
Well,
No light.
doesn't that look a pretty sight?
I mm, mm,
We
We
could
have a
always
source of light.
follow the death and destruction and assume that means there's nothing in front of us to fight us because it's moving too fast.
That sounds like an idea to me. I mean, obviously it's been through here.
Of all the plans
Oh.
I've heard, that is
One of
the
them.
one that I haven't thought of. So I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, let's follow the destruction.
All right.
yeah.
So you go through this door, and you find yourself. The hallways are different on this floor. Below, they almost resembled kind of like office style, like mainly white walls, and then some metal, some carpeted floors. Up here, every surface is metal or steel. There's rivets everywhere, pretty heavily reinforced almost everywhere that you look. The doors are much thicker, and almost everything looks like it's built to withstand explosions or more stress of any kind. As you're walking through, your footsteps kind of echo a little bit more. You're able to hear it go out and just kind of fade out.
I think my characters are gonna take a little time to stuff their ears with like hunks of t-shirt or something,
Okay.
seeing as they've got guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hearing damage with firearms is real.
Yes.
That's fair. That'd be
But
pretty easy. You guys have some
Joe
spray cloth
Rogan
and
is
stuff
going
on
to outmuscle damaged eardrums.
He wakes up at 5:30 in the morning and works out his eardrums every day.
That's why he shoots with a bow.
Yeah,
Oh,
just because he uses his eardrums to pull the crossbow strings.
Yeah.
Marshmallow
one
and
does.
Bruce might cover themselves up a little bit, but Beth Jesus and Lufa Bob both have helmets.
All right. So you continue through for a while, and this seems to be pretty much like this long, straight hallway. There is a slight amount of light. It was kind of hard when you first walked in. It looked pitch black, but as you've been walking for a little bit, and the light's kind of fading out from the checkpoint room behind you, you see there are like dotted lights kind of running along the hallways that give really faint outlines of you all as you're walking. It's hard to see more than probably 100 feet ahead of you, but you can kind of tell where the hallway is going. And it almost looks like those lights end a few 100 feet away from where you are.
Oh, just like
Yeah, you
is
just
it
see like
pitch
these
black after that.
lights. Yeah, and from where you are walking down the hallway, looks like it's pitch black. And
Great.
as you continue, you come and you realize the light stopped because it opens up into a much
big ass room.
bigger room,
Hmm.
or what you assume is, because you walk in and you don't see the walls on either side and you don't see walls ahead of you, but the hallway just kind of stretches and looks like you're in the center of a giant room. You do notice too that as you are walking past this bit of the hallway, there appears to have been some sort of mechanism that's supposed to close off this hallway, but it is open all the way. It's another kind of like one of those giant blast doors that you saw in light containment that led to the machine room that you guys didn't go inside of. It's those style of doors where there's these just gigantic sliding doors, but they are opened.
Do they appear to have been like destroyed in any way, or just that they're open?
They just look opened.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Are we
All
moving
right.
along a wall, or are we just going straight across?
When we move in, can we
YOLO
see
that
the
shit.
walls?
Not immediately.
But
So-
eventually our eyes would kind of adjust. Are like the walls got those dim ass lights on them, or we would just have to
You
move
see
up to
these
the
dim
walls?
lights are going along the wall that you're like walking against, but you don't see any of those lights like on the far ends of the room or on the opposite side. You can't tell how big it is.
That's why I was curious if we pick a wall, or we just go ahead and head across and see what we see.
Let's just go across.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I don't need no stinking walls.
Ho needs a
Mhm.
wall.
Walls are for people that have friends that are still alive.
Yeah.
And none of us are friends, so let's go straight forward.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So you guys are walking through, and you hear like less of your footsteps echoing. You don't really hear the bounce backs as much as you could when you were in the hallway. It just feels like you're in a pretty empty room. But eventually, you hear some other footsteps coming from other places in the room with you, as after you've walked just far enough that you can barely see the lights behind you from the hallway.
Oh, that's
And-
not good.
And it sounds kind of like a person walking at first, but there's like a slight gallop to it, like it's more than 2 feet.
Well,
Is
all
it
of my
4?
Hard to tell.
dudes with guns.
Or
who
is it a centaur tar?
Ooh, I like centaurs.
Or perhaps a
I guess.
manatar.
Joe Rogan readies his assault rifle.
All right.
And can I tell which direction the galloping is coming from?
It's not like coming towards you. It's just kind of like
In the
you know,
room.
it's in the
or-
room. Seems like it's
in-
kind of milling about, and it'll
So
take a few
perhaps-
steps and then stop. Take a few steps and stop.
Perhaps we need to try and move quietly.
Yeah, I think that's especially with the symbol before where it showed like the hands on the mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah, my dudes are gonna try and sneakily, sneak stealthily, sneak
Yes.
stealthily. Those are the words I'm gonna go with today.
Stealthily stealth.
Stealthily stealth in the most sneaky kind of way.
Gonna walk like this, toe first, then heel.
Mm-hmm. Stick your arms out behind your back.
So you all
Yeah.
start quieting yourselves, and you still hear shuffling. It sounds just like one thing kind of walking around off to kind of like in front and then to the left. You walk a little bit farther and you see some more of these lights that you saw in the hallway, but these are on the ground. And you guys find there's like this small circle of lights and a pedestal with a button on it. And you see around this pedestal, there looks to be like speakers on the floor and the ceiling.
Not sure what to make of this.
Give that to me one more time, Joe. I didn't follow that
So-
entirely.
You see, as you come, like you are starting to see lights again, but you see like a small ring of lights on the ground, and there is a like small pedestal that comes up to about stomach height, rib height. On it is
Okay.
a button, and then you see on the ground and on the ceiling above it are sets of speakers.
Hmm.
I feel like it's time for somebody to make a sacrifice. Marshmallow, go get it.
Do we need
I'll-
to push the button? Can we just move past it?
You can
I
move
want
past
to try
it,
pressing the
but
button.
you see it.
Oh, if you're gonna go push the button, I am hanging way back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep moving forward as
No,
quickly
that's a
but as
better
quietly
idea.
as possible.
I'm following Jake's crew. Like we're moving past it. If you're
I'm not
pushing that
touching
button.
anything attached to speakers.
My drug
Yeah,
dealer is
like
gonna
that
press that
looks like a
button.
fucking dinner bell.
The rest of my crew is going on ahead, but my drug dealer is going to touch the button.
Okay, well, you wait for
Yeah.
everybody to get past it then.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll be nice.
he
I'm
wants
gonna
to push
pass
the
it as
button.
well.
then
Okay.
I will have
Mom.
Marshmallow continue onwards and die another day.
My lack of friends makes me able to risk things, but there are still limits.
So how long is your drug dealer character thinking he's wanting to wait to hit this
I don't
button?
know. I mean, I'm gonna wait until everybody's clear of the room.
Is he a junkie as well
Okay.
as
How
a
would he
dealer?
know
Does he
that,
have
though?
poor impulse control?
Oh, I mean, I guess I'll wait like a minute.
Okay.
Give everybody a minute or so to get ahead of me.
That's pretty close to the amount of time that it took for you guys to get to this pedestal. You haven't been walking too terribly long. About that amount of time passes, and you guys are starting to see lights that resemble those that were in the hallway before, and it looks like you found the other wall of the room. So you estimate that pedestal's kind of dead in the center of it. And judging on those like galloping footsteps, it sounds like the first ones that you heard are kind of behind you at this point, but you hear another set over on the right as well, kind of just
Like-
moseying through.
Do they seem close to the right or?
A little bit closer than the other ones, but they don't seem to have noticed you. They're just
Maybe we'll kind of like edge
Shuffling.
a little to the left as we move forwards.
okay. But you make it across, and you find the opposite side of this room, but the giant doors are closed with a key card next to it.
Okay. Well, I think we'll wait. What color is the key card panel?
All the panels are black usually, and they don't seem to have any indication on the panel which card they require until
Okay.
you swipe it, and then it'll tell you.
All right. Well, maybe we'll wait for the button to get pushed and then swipe the card at as close to the same time as
Mhm.
possible.
And you do know most of the time when you swipe these, they beep and then open the door.
Yep. That's why I'm waiting for the button push to see what happens with it, because
Okay.
it might make a nice distraction to cover us.
So, it's kind of like right when you guys are seeing this door and you've gotten over there. That's about when the minutes passed. And Tyler, your drug dealer character, just slaps the button. And the slow kind of siren sound swells up and pulses a few times. And it's almost like ear-splittingly loud and drowns out and reverberates throughout the room.
So we can probably hear it.
Yeah, you guys are definitely able to hear it. It's almost painful to you guys too, that
Beep.
far away from it. So,
Jeez.
and it starts opening the door, and you can't hear the door or the beep over the siren sound that's coming from behind you guys. The siren's not completely constant. It'll just be like, and it'll go for about 10-15 seconds, and then it'll die for a few seconds, and then it'll start blaring again. But that's long enough for the door to open. This door's already open at this point, but it's in between some of these whirs of the siren that you hear what sound like people behind you going, "Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? I hear you."
Behind Tyler's drug dealer?
Behind you guys by the door.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Can I go ahead and beep that door shut again?
You can.
I think I will. I'm sorry, Tyler's drug dealer.
So this is
That's
after
okay.
you guys have passed through?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was time for him to die. He didn't
So
have
you-
anything important.
On the
anymore.
other side, there's a key card along the wall.
Yeah.
And you hit it. And you hear the galloping sound kind of speed up towards the door. You hear, "Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?" And just as the door is closing, you're able to see what looks to be this giant dog with no skin on its body
Oh no.
and no eyes,
That's
no.
fucked up.
and has long claws and teeth that are overlapping its mouth. And you hear it say, "Hello?" And it sounds like a person speaking.
Oh,
Oh no.
And it
that's
gets to
up
the door
to
just as it's
level
closing.
I'm about to make a doggy friend, aren't I?
four.
I'm
Demon!
So sorry, drug dealer Dave, or whatever his name was.
Tyler, your character
Hmm.
hears, "Hello? Is anyone there?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Who goes there?" And you hear this
My-
galloping coming towards you. Seems to be
I'm a
pretty
friend.
quick. You hear the voice getting louder. "Where are you?
I'm at the button.
Show yourself."
I am showing myself.
And just barely through the light that you're getting from this ring, you see a similar sight of what looks to be this giant fleshless dog. Or skinless dog, I guess. It's got plenty of flesh all over it.
That's not disgusting at all.
And it's running straight at your character. And as you say, "I'm right here," pounces on you. Give me a luck
Fresh
check.
meat.
Oh God. Let's see. What is this guy's luck? 10. Oh, I got 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Come on, roll 20.
Oh
I
no.
failed.
So you kind of are able to quiet yourself before this thing, or like right as you see this thing, you stop talking. But unfortunately, it seems to have triangulated where your voice came from and pounces on. Was it Dave?
He didn't really have a name.
Oh,
Drug dealer
Your
Dave.
He was just
drug
the
dealer Dave,
he was the anonymous drug dealer.
and he becomes a nice snack.
Nice.
As the rest of you in the hallway hear barely muffled screams coming from the other side of the door.
Oops. But
Sorry, guy.
I regret nothing though.
Yeah.
It was a sacrifice I was willing to make.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, gents.
Let's keep
Better
going.
him than us, babe. Let's keep
Well,
on.
that was terrifying.
All right.
So
Let's go.
you guys continue down this hallway, and it's pretty similar to the one that was between the checkpoint and that big room. And it ends with another door with a keypad. This appears to be one of the ones that doesn't require a keypad to go through. It's just a button.
Okay.
You're able to hit that, and as soon as this door parts and opens, it's a little bit easier to see on the other side. It's lit with this dim orange light. It kind of resembles the checkpoint room. You find yourself in a similar shaped hallway, but it's just better lit. All the lights seem to be on that are running along. It's just a straight shot. You guys see another door that looks similar to the one that you just came through with another button, and it looks like you're just in this series of these long hallways. You go through another and another, and the only difference that you see after you've gone through 3 of these rooms is there's like this metal, almost looks kind of like a chain link. I don't know how to explain it very well. It's like an outline of a fence, but there's no door in the center. And you see these like warning strips along the floor next to it. That's in the dead center of the room.
So almost like a cage.
Kind of. I don't. A better way. It looks like a frame of a door that's kind of built into the center of the room.
Mhm.
And on either side of it are these like warning hazard
So it's like
strips.
a blank door frame in the
Yep.
middle of the room, effectively.
Yep, splitting the hallway in half.
Okay.
It's a white trash Stargate.
White
Yeah,
trash
What
What
Stargate.
do the warnings say?
They just are like hazard strips. They're like white and yellow, like striped
Around this
lines.
doorway?
Yeah,
And
So
this
we-
doorway connects to the walls, right? It's not freestanding?
yeah, it's connected to the walls.
I assume that we've been just walking by it.
So this is like another one of those hallways. You've just been going through straight hallways. This hallway is split in half by this doorway that has
So
the
we-
hazard lines on
To
either
get
side.
through the hallway, we'd have to go through this door, basically.
Uh,
I want to stick
Hmm.
something through it first. Seems
Okay.
mighty suspicious. I've got like a mop. Can I stick like the mop handle through it, see what happens?
Sure. So you walk up, and as you're approaching and you're getting ready to put your mop handle through, you hear this kind of like whirring sound, and the ends of the hair, like on your arms and your head, kind of stick up a little bit as this loud shock and spark zones out, and this low note rings, and these bolts of electricity cross through this open frame.
Yikes.
And a loud spark.
So it's an
Give me a luck
electrified
check.
door. Oh god damn it!
Doorway's gonna Dr. Manhattan you.
Hey, this guy. 50. Ooh,
So the
I
broom
passed.
handle
Okay,
is
15
not
luck.
conductive, and kind of it still shakes you a little bit. You know, even things that aren't conductive will
Right,
you'll still
make
feel
my
it a
hair
little
go
bit
on end or whatever.
with that much, but it's not enough that it bothers you or hurts you in any way. But you're standing there, it sends a few quick jolts of this electricity. And it seems to be like at the pace that if you hadn't stopped moving, that you just would have been fried as soon as you hit it. But then after a second, the electricity goes away and it looks free to pass. But you hear the
Stick your
whirring
mop
again.
through there again.
I'm gonna try and run through it as soon as.
Okay. So as soon as the electricity stops, you hear the whirring again, and you sprint through. And the same amount of time passes from when you heard the whirring before, and it sparks behind you after you've made it through.
All right.
Ooh. Hmm.
Well, damn. Then I guess my people will replicate that.
Okay.
I've got some cards. I'll just pass a card through one of those through the door and see if that triggers it.
Okay. So, are you like standing back and then trying to throw a card through it?
Yeah, just a playing card right through there.
Okay. You throw your playing card, and it flies through the gate and doesn't seem to trigger anything.
Small enough, perhaps. Well, it seems like we just gotta take turns jumping through it, waiting for it to pop.
Yep. So after Chuck makes it through, after replicating that, you guys seem to notice that it's timed so that if you were to just like run or walk through it at a normal pace, it would catch you. But if you wait and go between the blasts, then you're able to make your way through as it's charging up for the next one. As you
through
guys
on the wind
stand
down.
within these lines, it just constantly whirs and shocks. Like if you stand right next to it, it'll just keep sparking over and over again.
It's a person zapper.
It sure is.
Yeah, so I think we'll do that. We'll
Yeah.
The other thing
Take
you'll note
turns.
is that these are very, very loud.
Yeah,
it's doing
I
it.
figured. I don't think there's any faster way for us to get through it, though.
Well, I mean, didn't we put your hearing protection in, or some of us did?
But yeah, I think the problem is who else will hear it.
Right.
The doggy got fed. He's okay for
Well,
at least a couple of
what-
minutes.
And the doors are closed, so we're
I
good.
think it's whoever's in front of us.
Well, we're yeah,
We'll worry about it when they get here or when we get there.
exactly.
But you make it through.
That's a problem
All
for
of you
later.
pass through. No one gets zapped as you're able to figure out pretty quick that, you know, as long as you time it right, you're able to jump through. You move through and go through a few more of these hallways, and you come up across the first text that you've seen in a while, as above this hallway has the text SCP 106.
Do we have documentation on 106?
I don't think so.
Does not appear so.
Doesn't look like it, no.
Well, I assume that's the only thing that there is for us to gather from this, so let's do something.
Okay, where was this sign for the 106 or whatever it was?
Above the door,
So
correct?
this is painted above the doorway.
Not
In
the
front of
electric
us.
one, but past the electric one.
Past the electric one. So you guys have made it through another hallway past the electric. And at the end of the next hallway after the electric one, there is SCP 106 painted above the doorway.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mhm.
if that electric door wasn't? It was to keep whatever this 106 is from escaping.
Could be. Could
Well,
be.
Too late now. Let's go open up 106.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys cross through and you open up this door, and you see another hallway that goes. It looks pretty similar to the ones that you've been in, but there's a offshoot to the left side that says SCP 106 over it. And on the wall next to it, there's one of those like little pamphlet stations that have the handouts that you've seen before.
Oh, good.
We should
and
probably take those.
Yeah.
a little emblem above it.
Let's see what
Who
it says.
could it be? This SCP that I do see.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch, it's him.
It's the guy,
It's the D.
Elijah Wood.
Oh gosh.
The guy. Okay. Whoa,
Oh,
he looks freaky.
Should recognize this guy as
Yeah.
someone that you guys have encountered before. The oily
Yeah.
old man that seems to materialize through the floor
Oh.
in the puddles.
Yeah.
oh,
You've run into him a few times. So you would know that he's may not be in this room and has already made it past.
Yeah, I'd say it's safe to assume.
that picture creeps me the fuck out. I just want you to know that. There is something skin crawling
Yeah,
about
fucking Creeps McGee over there.
Yeah,
it. Ooh.
he's got this giant grin that goes farther than it should because of the missing face or missing parts of his cheek.
People are like, "What's this guy's deal?" And we're like, "Well, occasionally he shows up, and then you die." No.
Basically.
That's just it. You're dead.
Rip.
So,
defense.
above this offshoot room, it says containment. And
I feel like we should just leave him
as
alone.
SCP-106.
Well, it seems very likely he's not in there.
Well, I would still just rather leave it alone. Whether he's in there or not, I don't want to push my luck with him.
I wasn't sure if there'd be something useful in there, but I won't push it if nobody wants to check.
I mean,
I'd rather not check.
Yeah.
Okay. That is acceptable.
You do know that he's
Yeah.
been roaming around.
He's certainly been elsewhere, so I suspect he's not here.
I agree with that.
I'm okay with never seeing him again.
Well,
So
I don't think we'll be so lucky.
Yep.
yeah.
Does
unfortunately.
anyone want to go inside? See what's in this
No.
containment room for him?
If we don't have to go inside, then definitely none of my people are going inside.
No, you're able to continue on past.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should go past.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I like the way y'all think.
I'm disappointed.
I'm not.
Well, you can go in if you
You
want.
can go in.
You can. There's
Hey,
another one
man,
of these.
nobody's stopping
doors.
you from dying. No,
Mhm.
like-
Give us the keys first.
Well, no, I was
That
gonna
is
send
between
marshmallow
you,
in.
God,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
there
the
you
weird
go.
old man.
I was just gonna send marshmallow in.
You can send them in. See what's in there.
Yeah, marshmallow's gonna set stuff down,
Yep.
which is an ice scraper
Okay.
and a knife, and marshmallow will go in.
All right. So Marshmallow swipes and is able to get through with this 3. And when the doors open, you see in, and as the door opens, you hear all these lights click on, and you see this gigantic open room, and you seem to be on like a balcony level, and it goes below. And to the left is a small staircase that leads up to what looks like a little, kind of like, if you've ever seen like a project trailer or whatever on a construction site. It looks to be like one of those little makeshift metal buildings that's put up on a job site, sort of. And it's got this little staircase
I went
leading
to
up into
school
it.
in one of those for a year.
All right.
And the entire side of of that building is glass facing in. And in the center of this room, that this balcony goes all the way around, is this giant suspended metal like cage, essentially. It's
Okay.
you see
Where
these
he's
giant
supposed
like
to be inside.
magnetic I don't know the thing that you'd call it. It's pads, I guess. These giant circular pads. There's 4 of them on the ceiling, 4 of them on the top of this cage, 4 of them on the bottom, and 4 on the floor. And it's just
Okay.
kind of hovering. You hear this loud, low hum that's just constant in this room.
So if I go and just look out real quick, what does Marshmallow see?
So he sees a staircase. If you go to the left, or I guess
Like,
to the right,
okay.
you see a staircase that spirals down and goes to like the ground floor of this room.
I don't think I'm gonna go there.
And you see there's kind of like this one of those rolling. It looks like the thing that you would slide up to the side of an airplane to board. And there's like a hole that fits level with that's sealed on the side of it.
Okay. Let's look at that little building real quick here.
Okay. He walks in. It's not locked. He opens it up. You see a table laid out, or like kind of like a desk, and on it's a bunch of random papers and sketches, and there's some binders and things and photos. All seem to be related to this old man. But you do see a monitor and a small like microphone PA system thing, it looks like. And there's like a small control console next to that PA system. And on the monitor, you see a video feed of what appears to be the inside of this cage. And on this feed, there is a person strapped to a table in dead center of this room. And it appears to be like one of the Class D people. They've got their jumpsuit partially pulled down, not on their arms. And they're strapped out like in T-pose form on their back. And you notice this table has strange mechanisms on it where you see there's like joints that seem to fold the table up, but not in places that your body should fold. But he's just laying there. And as you've walked in, these lights finish clicking on. You hear like through this garbled static on the monitor. You're like, "Hello? Is anyone there?"
No,
Seems to be coming from the person on the table.
no one's here.
Do you say anything, or
I'll say no.
it's like, "Oh, great! They were gonna use me, but I think they got interrupted or something. Can you let me out?"
Who's they?
The guards, 106 got out, and they were gonna use me
To do what?
to recontain him, but I
How
don't
does
want to
that
die.
work?
Don't worry about it. Just don't hit any of the buttons up there. Just let me out.
Like this one?
And you see there's a few buttons up there and on this control panel. Some of them are taped over, but there's like one that's left open.
Tell me, there's a lot of buttons up here. I'm not sure which one I should hit to get you out.
He's like, "Don't hit the one that's labeled table.
The one that's labeled table?
Not that one.
What'll happen?
I'll die. Like, don't. It's not. No.
Well-
hit the one for the door.
Mama
Let me
never
out.
taught me how to read, so let's see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the button labeled table.
All right. So there is a button labeled table, and then there's a smaller button next to it that says broadcast, and that seems to be like a toggleable button. You hit the button that says table, and you hear the motors kind of whir up through the static in this TV, and it starts folding the table in on itself, and it folds his arm in.
Oh gosh.
And he starts screaming horridly, and you just hear it barely coming through the static. And then his legs start folding in on themselves.
What have I done? Marshmallow's such a
And
bad
he's just
person.
screaming horridly. Do you hit any other buttons on this?
Broadcast.
You hit broadcast.
Ooh.
Everyone else, you hear over the intercom system this awful screaming. And
Say,
it
well,
sounds
we
like
lost
this
another
person
one, boys.
is
Let's go.
intense agony. And every so often you hear a crack and a snap. This man swearing, screaming, yelling every curse there is in the book, pleading.
Marshmallow's going to run away.
After a little bit, though, you see one of these puddles that you kind of recognize start appearing on the inside of this cage. And a friendly face starts emerging from it. As this starts happening, the static is sort of building up and creeping in from the edges of your monitor. And it appears that your oily old man friend seems to be a little bit drawn to this. And starts coming out from his puddle in the corner of the room. And he's almost standing at this point, and you can barely make out what's going on inside of the monitor, or inside of the room from the monitor. At this point, too, you notice that there is a flashing green light coming from behind you.
Uh-huh.
And on the wall behind you, you see like this pull lever.
Oh.
It says containment. You
Is it
Pull it.
flip it,
is it time?
Pull it.
and the whirring in this room gets much louder as you see the magnets kind of drive, and similar sounds to like those shocks and flashes that you heard outside in the hallway seem to spark in, and you see a lot of the gaps in this room start filling with this energy. The monitor cuts out completely. The screams stop. And the flashing green light behind you stops pulsing and just goes to a solid green.
Okie dokie. Maybe I'll leave
Aw.
this room and peer into the little window, and I assume
So
I can
the
see.
window is out of like this project trailer. You're just like looking at this giant metal cage in the center of the
Yeah.
room that's floating. And you can't really see through the cage. It's all like metal.
Oh, okay. So I've probably done everything I can do then.
Yep.
Okay.
You look around
Oh.
quickly, you don't see anything else in here.
Marshmallow's gonna leave. Marshmallow just killed a man.
Yep.
Marshmallow regrets nothing.
Marshmallow's like, yeah, now I'm the deadly one.
So
Marshmallow's gonna come and get his stuff back up.
Marshmallow walks out, probably a little sullen.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Marshmallow never crunches, but he likes the sound of it.
So you see him leave this room and quietly grabs his things.
Marshmallow just killed a man. No.
Got a gun again.
Yeah, I think I trapped the metal man, guys,
What? How did he do that?
by killing another man.
Oh, so that was the screaming then.
Let's go. Away from
Alright.
here. Quickly. I'm sure everybody knows where that sound came from.
Yeah, let's go away from where that sound came from.
Yeah, let's definitely make like a tree here.
Yeah, because you heard
Was-
that
was it
echoing
the
out
dog?
like everywhere in this.
Oh god, the dog probably
Always.
heard it. Yeah.
Did you sacrifice the dog?
Mm-mm.
Because we heard somebody saying hello.
Probably some guy named Steve.
Oh,
For all I
Steve
know.
on a table, man.
well,
Steve
all right.
Tableman. He died as
Yeah.
he lived. A tableman.
That's right.
All right. Well, you guys continue on through. On the other side of this hallway, there is another like similar shocking gate door to the one that you saw before. So it seems to be like one of these on either side of this hallway that led to his chamber. You're able to get through it same way. Does the same thing. You walk up close to it, it sparks. You're able to run through before it has time to fire again. You make it through. You start continuing down, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way down some more of
Forward.
these hallways. And you get to another set of numbers. It says 079.
And are there any pamphlet dissemination?
Yeah, we should be looking for
deals?
a pamphlet before we do anything.
So you see
else.
this like above the door to this next set of the hallway, kind of like how you did before. You continue through, and then it's another tea room. This time to the right. You see a similar pamphlet-y thing. It looks a little bit different though, because to the left there is also a room. But it looks to be sort of like a maintenance closet. Like it's not a room. It doesn't have like a pronounced door. It just seems like there's kind of a bit of this metal siding that's been like removed from the wall. And but only partially. And it's kind of out of place. You haven't seen this or since you've been in the heavy containment zone.
Is this obstructing our path forward?
No, but I'm just saying, like, what you notice when you come through. So there's this like bit of metal paneling that's kind of been removed from one of the walls, and it's like stretched over to the side. You see, like the rivets have been pulled from the wall to do this, and behind the wall, there's like cable trays for what look to be like networking and sorts of things like that. You see some power lines and such. And you see this little like junction power box that has an outlet on it. And there's this extension cord that's been plugged into it and then wrapped around to the cable tray and then pulled along. It's running along like the side of the floor and then through the door into 079.
So somebody drug an extension cable in there?
Looks to be.
Marshmallow, go open the door.
Marshmallow, our
Or-
sacrifice.
Or we could just keep going and not die and escape.
I like the way you think.
I really enjoy setting Marshmallow in to do dumb things, so.
Okay, we got an hour left to escape this dungeon.
All right, all right. I won't force everybody to this time, but I think I did a good thing last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy not attacking us is probably smart, but
Yeah.
So
there's
no, I
nothing
don't want to
impeding
talk
you.
to
You're
any
able to, like,
computers that want to
walk
escape
across.
with us. That sounds like a bad idea.
Or we could just unplug it and then move on.
that could be a bad thing, though. We don't
We don't
know.
have any magnets, unfortunately. That would do
Mag-
the trick.
magnets. How do they work?
Okay.
Badly
yield.
against computers.
I will yield this time.
There's a
Don't do well
giant
this
room
last
with
time.
giant magnets behind you.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna take any from there though.
No.
Yeah,
So
I think we'll leave the old man's magnets alone.
Okay. Anyone doing anything with this?
I believe we're
You
moving
just see
on.
this
then.
extension cord plugged in. Looks like the paneling was removed to reveal this outlet.
I will step over the extension cord and proceed onwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will follow suit this time.
Awesome.
I got my derailment last time, so.
Okay. It's as you guys are like walking across this room, you hear this like slow kind of like high-pitched mechanical sound, and you look up to hear what seems to be like the metal or the motor in a security camera that's like tracking you guys as you're walking through this hallway.
No.
I don't like that security camera, so I'm going to take a shot at it.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a d20.
Metal Gear Solid style. Yeah. Where are you? Okay, so yeah, just a 9.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
For DCC
So you
check.
go and you start pulling out your gun, and you go to fire at it. And right as you level your gun at this camera, the door to 079 slides open. One thing you'll note too that's weird about this door is that most of these doors have been able to like sever arms or things if they close. And this has been like partially closed with enough gap for this extension cord to run through. And you have yet to come across a door that could partially close. So that would stick out as odd to you, I believe.
I
And you
see.
level your gun on this camera. As you do, the door slides open. You fire, camera explodes. Nothing happens.
Is there any documentation in this room about 079? Like there was
Yeah.
last time?
It's it should be up on the Roll20.
Oh, sorry, I had
Oh,
the
Yeah.
Twitch window on top of it.
Basically, it says super AI that just continues to get more intelligent as time goes on.
It hates humanity and wants to escape.
Oh, and in
It
no
can only-
circumstances will
yeah.
it be plugged into a phone line network or a wall outlet like it appears to be at the moment.
yeah, we might want to unplug it from a wall outlet.
Or damage could be done.
But I have a feeling that it's gained control of the facility.
Yeah.
What with that
Exactly.
door acting funky.
Well, do you guys want to close it? Or not close it, unplug it?
We could try.
You see the
I have a-
motor is like frantically moving around. The camera's been like shot off of it. It's not hard to hit the camera because 9's like easy enough to shoot a pretty still target. That's
Yeah, it
Close to
doesn't
you.
have much agility.
right. Like I was like the DC for that was gonna be like 5, so you're pretty easily able to shoot that camera off. But you just see like the motor base of it just frantically moving around.
I don't know. I'm indifferent at this point. It's not doing anything to us.
Yeah, but I feel like it's malevolent. We might want to just.
It wants out, which is where we're going. Hopefully.
Yeah, but if it makes it harder for
It could make
us-
it easier.
I
How about we find a if
nurse
there's any
pack a day. We'll go unplug that damn extension cord.
Okay.
There we go.
if we can find out where the cord is plugged into.
We see where it's plugged into.
So you go
the,
over.
the outlet in the hallway. Just
Yeah.
yank.
So you go over to unplug
Yoink.
it. As you do, the door to 079 starts like closing and opening slightly. You just hear the motors like firing rapidly in it. The camera starts spazzing. And you see the keypads at the ends of the hallway both turn red as if the doors are locked. And you yank the cord
good.
out, and it all stops at the same instant. Both keypads turn back to just no lights on them at all. The camera motor stops, and the door closes all the way and cuts the power cord in half.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall we
Problem
move on?
solved. Yeah.
Yeah, get frigged. 79.
Yeah. I have a feeling that was please God no.
Yeah.
Or whatever version the computer would say.
Yeah. Anyway, away we go.
Yes.
Immediately, as you guys are like starting to leave this room, I guess not immediately, but pretty soon after you've pulled this cord and you guys go to leave this hallway, you hear the intercom turned on, and it bleeps through. You've heard it start a few times, but it's never like made a broadcast. It's always been interrupted or intermittent, or you've just heard static. This is a clear like chime that rings out, and you hear a voice say 079 contained successfully.
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
maybe.
079 was making it easier for us to get through here.
Maybe 079 is.
Listen, I think 079 was just trying to get out. And it
yeah.
said in the thing it was malevolent. We would have tried to walk through that door and it would have snipped us in half.
I like the
So-
way you think. That's my excuse.
Yeah. I don't think it was anything wildly complicated. Let's just keep going.
Okay. Let us do so. Doesn't do any good to stay now, so.
All right. So from here, you make it past this hallway. You go down a few others, and you find another set of doors that look similar to the ones that you saw at the checkpoint. And from here, you go through, you open up, and you find yourself in another one of the checkpoint rooms that you saw, like on either side of the elevators. And above the doors here, it says to entrance zone.
Well, I think
That
that's where
sounds
we wanna
like-
go.
That sounds like where we want to be.
I agree entirely.
Yes.
All right.
Onwards.
It says you're going to swipe your key card here, Buff Jesus. You hear the intercom bleep out. It says, MTF forces now in facility. Please stand by for extraction.
I want extracted.
I don't think we're going to be the ones there want to extract.
I don't think we're here to get extracted.
But we're wearing soldier garb, right?
Not all of us.
Well, I am. It sounds like you are in trouble.
And you have a walkie-talkie, babe. Don't worry. You're with your man, Chadley Chaddington, Smokey O'Neill, William Holder, and of course Guy Cheddar. We've
That's
got your
right.
back.
I forgot you had a walkie-talkie.
I do. Beth Jesus has Emmett's radio.
You're lucky I forgot you had that walkie-talkie earlier.
Uh-huh. Probably in that first room.
Yeah. That's why I put
Oh,
those next
yeah.
to each other.
Oops.
Oh well.
I kind of forgot about it too.
It's okay. No, that's fine.
All right. I say let's just keep going.
That was like
Yep.
in the back of my mind. I was like, there's something else that was supposed to happen when they were in this big room. I don't remember what it was.
Walkie-talkie. The walkie-talkie was supposed to make noise.
Yep.
Drawing the creature.
Yep.
That's all right. I sacrificed myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still got its snack at the end of the day.
It did.
Skinless, shark-toothed dog that talks like a human to
It
draw
just
you
wasn't
in.
Beth Jesus like it might have been.
Yep. All right.
All right.
But you hear this. This is before you've swiped your key card to go through. But I imagine you're hitting the button.
Mm-hmm.
The loud beep goes off. You guys are able to step through, and you see just like the normal closed door on the other side. Checkpoint door is closed behind you. You're able to open the door, and on the other side, it looks different than what you're used to from what you've seen. It just looks like a plain office building on the other side of here, and it has a little plaque above this door that says entrance zone.
Okay.
Hmm.
Won't argue with that.
Yeah.
So you step through. There's like linoleum tile looking floors, some of that like cheap plastic siding goes along the bottom that's like rubber, almost to like keep carts or things from hitting the drywall.
Scuffing things up.
It's like a yellow, horrible wallpaper line going like right above that. Some white drywall. Some really tacky, soulless photos of just like nature or businessy people hung up randomly along this hallway. And you see some just random propaganda posters too of SCP Foundation and that sort of aesthetic is what you're getting as you're walking through here. You're in like a tiled like drop ceiling now. There's normal ceiling lights in it. Pretty familiar for most of us, I'd say.
Especially for Jeff Jesus.
Yes, he feels right at home.
This is where my minions work.
It's like my house. So yeah, you're just like in a hallway that looks like this. You step through, and it opens up, and you see like a sort of like another checkpoint room. You see there is like two. It kind of looks like a TSA checkpoint, I guess, like you would see at an airport. So there's like a conveyor belt, a metal detector scanner, but all these seem to be like unmanned. That's like in the hallway before you would get to this checkpoint to go into heavy.
I assume it's directed for things coming in, or is it directed for things going out, or is it both?
Or both.
ways?
Yeah, there's like two, one on either side, so it looks like it's set up for both people going in and out.
How
It's identical
how
on both sides.
hoppable would it be?
Yeah, that was going to be my question.
It's hoppable. It's kind of the same thing as TSA. Like the only stuff that's like stopping you from walking through are pretty like
People.
easy. Yeah, people.
Ropes and
Yeah, just a
All
little
right.
like.
Yeah,
bulging
just
things.
walk past it. I don't want to risk this metal detector coming off.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep, you're able to walk around.
Yeah.
Yep. You walk past here. Past here, you find yourself in a giant cafeteria-looking room. You see, like off to the side, there's a food court. There's a bunch of tables and chairs to the left. There's some stairs going up in the back. There's balconies and things. But there's also just a hallway on the opposite side. And the only thing that really stands out to you is this like large red square on the floor, kind of by the other hallway out of this room. And in it is a single vending machine that's slotted down.
Is there anything special about that vending machine?
Perhaps it's the funny way
there-
in or out.
Is there a is there an SCP information tray near the vending machine?
There is one on the side of this vending machine.
Oh boy.
Good call.
Good call. What does it say?
Let me find it. It says SCP-294.
The beverage machine.
Does a picture of a beverage machine?
Yep.
Well,
There-
Neat. So does anybody have some quarters?
I do.
I have $13 in assorted change.
Let's
I
get
have
some
a
Dr.
wallet
Peppers.
full of change.
We'll get some Dr. Peppers and just kind of wait to be extracted.
I think we should keep fighting our way towards the exit.
That's true. Yeah, but let's get some Dr. Peppers too.
All
Okay.
right,
So someone just want to coin in?
Joe Rogan
I'm gonna
will-
get one of them new Dr. Pepper cream sodas.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't have
absolutely.
those yet.
Joe Rogan will pull out his wallet full of change.
Okay. Yeah, some
We'll
of you have
work on
picked up wallets, and you essentially have like not a ridiculous amount, but enough to that most people that are
Buy
wanting
stuff
stuff
from the
would be able to
vending
get
machine.
something. Yeah. I'm not going to track it like exactly. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Everyone
able to slot
gets a
some coins
soda.
in. You do this, and the screen lights up, and it just has a little prompt that says beverage and has a question mark that's blinking. And then there's a little,
Well, yes.
then it has like a little slot underneath that where you see like a blinking underline cursor where it looks like it wants you to type. And you see this standard, like, QWERTY keyboard.
And I go up and I type in DR period PEPPER ampersand CREAM SODA.
Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Yes.
All right. So you do so, and there's like this little stack of cups that are kind of pushed up into it, and one drops down and falls into the bottom slot, and you hear this like whirring of some motors and things on the other side. You hear like water pressure pumps turn on and such, and you hear like the little high pitched kind of squirt sound that a Keurig or whatever makes. And you look in, you see this little cups filling with what looks to be this dark soda. It's carbonated. It smells like Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Whoa.
I'll wait for him to have a sip of that Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
Do you drink it?
Perhaps it's a
I'm
magical vending
assuming
machine.
I may die, but I haven't had a good beverage in a long while because I've been in this fucking place. And I'm assuming that since it's just a picture, there's no information. I'm going to assume that SCP 294 is just a joke that the people that work here made. And I drink it.
All right, you drink it, and it tastes exactly like Dr. Pepper cream soda.
Oh, yeah.
Don't have any
That
weird
is
aftertaste or anything.
exactly what I wanted.
Tastes great.
Nurse Packaday is going to go up and type in whiskey.
I was gonna make it good for
Just
the
12
same
ounces
thing.
of
So
whiskey.
you type in whiskey after sliding another quarter, and you hear the same whirring and Keurig sound. Cop plops down, little plastic door opens, and you're able to pull your cup out, and a strong whiff of whiskey hits you.
Yes.
You
We should,
down it,
we should take this with us.
and
Yeah.
Most
just
valuable thing on the
tastes
planet.
like hard whiskey.
Damn.
All of my people get some booze and then they're ready to go.
All
All
my
right.
people get like Taco Bell suicides with extra Baja Blast.
There you
Get
go.
going.
That's the way to go.
Okay.
Now
And
I'm
grab some
thinking
drinks.
maybe this is just one of their experiments that went right.
Beth Jesus types in
You will know.
cash.
So
Cash
something
monies.
to know about SCPs is this foundation collects anomalies. They're not always necessarily bad. Most of the
They're
ones here
just
are
weird.
bad because that's why they're in this like heavily fortified facility. But there are things that are just anomalies or different or weird, and they'll have them here too.
Beth Jesus wants a cup of gold.
You types in gold.
Yeah.
All right, so you type in gold. The
Gets a
cup
golden
drops down.
shower.
You hear like the
Just-
pump whirring sound and all that, and the Keurig sound starts a little bit, and then it kind of stops. And you know that sound like a water pump makes when it doesn't have any water going through it, and it's just kind of like. And
You're gonna break
Stopping.
it, aren't you?
Hey, if we can't have
Yeah.
nice things, they can't either.
it clicks a few times, and then you hear some more mechanical sounds coming from inside of it.
We're all gonna back up.
And the little tray lifts up, and you have a cup that just has a solid gold like shape of a cup on the inside of your paper cup. I don't know how to say that very well, but like it's like instead of where beverage should be, it's just solid gold at the same
Beth
height.
Jesus will take that.
Dang.
And he does so. And it feels just to be like solid gold in the size of your cup.
Beautiful. This will be
Okay.
the start of Beth Jesus' new financial adventure.
I'm going to go up to the machine and type in super strength.
Okay.
It just gives you the most ruthless coffee of all time.
God.
So
Uh,
you go and you type in super strength, and you hear the same mechanical whirring sound. It seems to pause a little bit, and then it shudders and shakes. Your cup lifts up, and as you grab it, Joe Rogan perks up a little bit. He's like, "I smell protein powder. Is that a protein shake? I want one of those."
Gonna push you out of the way and drink it himself.
Yeah. I go ahead and drink the protein shake.
It's caveman bone broth.
Chase down the Dr. Pepper and cream soda with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do so.
That's probably enough fun with the vending machine. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's
Yeah.
keep it going.
Yeah.
Smash,
I'm
smash,
I'm
smash.
satisfied.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting all of our satisfying moments.
So as
Before we
you're
all die a horrible
leaving
death.
this vending machine, you hear another announcement through the intercom saying, "MTF on site, entering entrance zone. Await containment or await extraction."
Oh, let's try and hide then, perhaps.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Either
should
the-
know I have super strength now, though.
Either they're coming from in front of us or they're coming from behind us. Either way, it's bad. Maybe we can hide in some of the like businesses, and there's like businesses in the cafeteria, or
Yeah, there's like a little deli area and a food court, and behind it looks like it goes to a kitchen. Just kind of standard cafeteria.
maybe we can try and hide in it and stay out of sight a little bit.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
You can either
Yeah.
just hide here, try and move through and find another spot to hide, or it's up to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let us hide.
All right, so you guys are gonna go hide, probably in the back kitchen area.
I will turn my radio down real low also.
Okay. It says you're going to reach it. You hear it like click on barely. It says starting sweep. And then you hear a few other blips come in and say Roger, 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 of just different voices.
Give it a couple more seconds.
Yep.
Yeah. Turn off that walkie-talkie.
I want it down to like inaudibly low.
You're able to do that,
if
sort
that's
of.
doable.
Just like
I
press
mean-
it against your ear so only you can hear it.
It doesn't go inaudible. The best you can do is like hold your hand over the speaker while it's on the bottom like volume. But it's still pretty loud. Like if you've ever had a walkie-talkie, most of them
Yeah.
don't go that low. It's just
Okay.
from like
You turn
It
it down
will
to
blow
just
your ears
before it
out.
clicks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
like-
so maybe I'll turn it off and we'll wait just a little bit and we'll
Okay.
see if they come through our area or not.
So, yeah, you click it all the way off. You will note too, it was on the short range
Yep.
mode, and it picked this up.
Yep.
So, you hear that? You guys are waiting. Any particular amount of time that you guys are going to be waiting?
What do you think? Like just a handful of minutes? If they're at the entrance, it probably shouldn't take them long to get here.
Yeah, for something like that. Couple
Yeah.
5 minutes at the most.
Probably 5 minutes at the most, and then maybe we pick up and start moving again.
Okay. So you wait for a few minutes, and you hear footsteps approaching the room from past where you guys came. So not from behind, but like past the
Ahead.
ahead. And you see what looks to be 4 heavily armored military personnel walk in. They're not marked in any way. They're just kind of wearing blue uniforms, but you don't see like any symbols on them. You don't see any flags or like notable, discernible like memorabilia about them. They're just unmarked. They don't even have like name badges above their suits or anywhere on them. And you see this group of 4, and they seem to be running pretty quickly. They don't even they just quickly look left and right as they walk into this room. Who is like looking out, trying to see if people are entering, and who's just like hiding completely?
My crew's just staying hidden, quiet.
I
Okay.
figure I'm gonna stay hidden for the moment just to see if we can hear them move by.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm planning to just listen more than anything. I don't know if there's like some sort of reflective surface that they could maybe look against and see them, but other than that, I figure we're just gonna listen.
There's like the deli carts and things that are metal on the side, so you'd probably be able to like position yourself in a way that you'd look off of that reflection, but they might notice you if you do that.
Guy Cheddar will pass his rifle off to Chadley Chaddington, and he'll very cautiously try to, peek around a corner, see what's going on.
Okay. Give me a stealth check on him.
Alrighty.
Burn
That-
all your luck if you have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be an agility deal, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, so that's just going to be a flat 20 here. Woof. Luckily, Guy Cheddar has 14 luck, so I'm going
You
to
could
go ahead
burn
and
13 of it, I think.
I'm going to. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to burn 13 of it and just say,
you-
fuck it, 18.
You can't go to 0 luck, can you?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going up to 18, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So with that 18, he's able to like peek around the corner, and you're pretty confident they don't see you. As this group of 4 just kind of rush by this room, and they're just quickly glancing to the sides. They don't immediately see anything. They rush through. One of them kind of looks at the vending machine a little bit and sees that the light for the display is on, and he pulls up his radio and starts kind of speaking into it, but you don't hear exactly what he's saying as they're running through. But he doesn't stop or anything. He's just doing this mid-stride. They run through the doorway and seem to be running towards heavy containment.
Oh boy. I'm going to try and make my way back to where Beth Jezos is and ask if he's heard anything on the walkie-talkie.
I turned it off so that if they called, they wouldn't hear us.
Oh shit. Well, they know somebody's here, babe. I think they might be looking for us.
Well, we can turn the radio probably back on and start moving the way they came from, I think.
Yeah, we might want to do that.
And maybe we can hear whatever the next bit of conversation is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure a big old biddy-doop off to their sides would probably clue them in.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys, you flick your radio back on to its lowest setting. You start moving through. So you're leaving this cafeteria and going deeper in?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
attempting to find your way out?
Yeah, we're going whichever way they came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Should we run
surely
that way?
that is the way out.
You do such.
Yeah.
So you come to this, you leave this room, and you find it's kind of like how it was in the light containment, where there's like more craziness of hallways and such. It's not as direct as it was in heavy containment. And as you're walking through, you're able to see there's like a few doors that are still moving, like shaking slightly. Like they're kind of like these push through, like, I don't know how to explain that. Almost like saloon doors, but not the ones that you'd see like in an office kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk into the first like few areas, you see these like still moving slightly, and it appears to be the ones that probably that team of 4 ran through. And you follow those. And it's as you get past that second room, you hear footsteps coming from the next room ahead of you.
Ooh.
Do we double
You
back
are-
and try and hide?
Yep.
oh god.
You are currently in what appears to be like a small office cubicle area. So there's like a bunch of just cubicles that are about shoulder height for an average person.
Yeah, let's just go hide in some cubes.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll switch my radio back off and we'll try and spread out in the cubes.
Okay. Everyone give me
I
a...
might try and still the door behind us a little bit.
Okay. Okay, you do so.
Do you want a luck check or?
Yeah, everyone give me a luck check.
Yeah.
Just one or one for everyone?
Just one per player.
Okay.
Let's It's kind of like musical chairs.
Bert has terrible luck.
Woof.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
I passed.
I
Okay.
passed. I critically passed.
Here you go.
Dan's just like, everyone hide. Throws down a smoke bomb.
Nice.
I
Don't
did
worry.
not.
We're all posing around Jeff Bezos, appearing to
So
be
it
a
looks like the
poster
only
against the
person
wall.
that failed was Tyler or Chris.
Yay.
Chris and Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chris and Tyler. How many characters do you have? Well, I think
I have
Chris,
three.
you
I
have
don't know how
one,
many Chris has.
right?
Yep. Bert
right.
Grimwell.
Heck yeah.
So,
So,
but Bert Grimmel's dressed up like them, right?
Yep.
so you guys don't quite get this memo of like you hear footsteps and run and grab a place to hide. So everyone else kind of like dives in their cubicles, but they all seem to be like occupied in the close ones, and you don't see enough room for you to hide as well. As you're kind of like looking for other cubicles to dive behind, the doors burst open, and you see another set of 4 soldiers walk into this room. And they spot you immediately, and you hear the one in the back yell, "Time for extraction!"
Yeah, I want to be extracted. Come
And
right.
they level their guns at you.
Yeah.
Wait.
They're extracting you from life.
Extract this.
Wait, does
As
does extraction mean kill? I was trying to hide because I thought you were one of the experiments.
What's your AC, Chris?
Jeez. Currently it is 11.
He misses. So
Okay.
you're asking, what does extraction mean? And this bullet flies by your head and goes into the drywall behind you.
How many
Okay.
of these fuckers are there?
Then I'm
4.
gonna pull out my pistol and fire back.
All right, we're going into initiative.
Somebody shoots at me, I will shoot at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Let's just fucking kill them. Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of
So
here.
you said initiative now.
Them goddamn murdering
I rolled a 1
psychopaths.
for initiative also.
Rip.
No, none of my guys have anything to add to it.
I'll be
so-
right back. I gotta
Jesus Christ.
Got
gotta
me
sprinkle.
a 19.
15.
Hey, roll 20. If you can switch my rolls around so that I get the 5s on the luck checks and the fucking 18s on the agility.
It'd be swag.
Yeah, I would greatly appreciate that, man.
Come on, roll 20. Be a bro.
Don't you remember Bros Before Hoes?
Where are the hoes at?
I think we the hoes.
Oh, yeah.
Place our friendship before me. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like it's Chuck, Jake, Chris, Tyler, Daniel. In order that
sure.
you guys ran yourselves
Yep.
or rolled yourselves. Okay. And
Time for extraction.
mhm.
What a bunch of dicks.
Get a load of this guy. Am I
Yeah.
right? Jeez.
Might not be extracting you alive, but they're getting you
Yeah.
out.
It's
Whether
okay.
you
They'll have
like it
to
or
extract
not.
Guy Cheddar's foot from their asses.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, so Chuck, you're up first.
Joe Rogan pops out of hiding with his assault rifle,
Okay.
and he just starts blasting.
So it's basically at the end of the room, these doors just opened up, and there's 4 people standing there, each with guns leveled.
Yeah. Why did
Uh,
I give Joe Rogan, the fucking machine gun. That is a 9.
Does not hit.
Is it worth looking it up?
You should have gone up to him and been like, you guys should take jujitsu and then take him down.
Have you ever heard of
Uh,
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Henry the hacker hops out of hiding and runs up to one and attacks with a mop.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Do they laugh?
That is an 11.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Woof.
Paul, the mall cop, runs over and tries to punch one in the face. Getting worse. That is a 7.
Does not hit.
Nurse Pack-a-Day, she's attacking with a
Good
mop.
God.
She falls into a coughing fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does not hit.
God
because
dang.
that's a 3 for her.
Oof.
Oh. Nope.
Okay,
No, that was hit.
that was bad.
Jake.
Yes, it was.
Okay. How far away are these guys from where we're at?
It's a fairly large room. But I'd say you're within one turn's movement.
Okay. In that case, Guy Cheddar's going to come at the guy with just any one guy with a rifle would do. And then he's going to try to use his martial arts to disarm him.
Okay. Yeah.
What's his actual strength again? Oh, -1. Why did I think it was plus something? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Nat
man.
20.
Jeez. That minus
Okay.
1 doesn't even matter.
So
when
he's
you
he's attempting to disarm, you said? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You do so successfully.
Hell yeah.
You rip it out and you are holding this gun ready to use it. And this guy is
F&A.
actually, you like twist it out of his hands and hit him with the butt of it. Doesn't deal damage, but you like knock him back.
You do that like, slappy do thing that they
Yeah.
teach you to do. And you're like, ah.
And before he even knows what's happening, the gun is pointed at him.
Yep.
Oh no.
So yeah, you've completely disarmed this one, at least of his rifle.
Goddamn right.
It's just
All right,
irritating
then
to hear
my
that
cabbie,
at least of
Smokey
his
O'Neill,
rifle,
he's
though.
going to pop out, get a little bit closer, and then take a shot at a second one with his pistol.
Okay.
One, 2. 14?
14 hits, just barely.
That'll do 7 damage.
All right.
Brings him down to 5 shots. Let's see. Chadley Chaddington will pop out, stand side by side by the cabbie, and then with the assault rifle, he's going to fire. And that's not going to work.
Oh no.
No.
We need to do a critical fumble on that.
Oh, baby. Where would be my fumble die? I'm not seeing it.
I think it's just a D4, isn't it?
You're muted, Chuck.
Yeah, since we're level 0, I
It's
think
a D4.
D4
Okay.
on the
Yes,
fumble
it's a
table.
D4.
So 4. That's about as bad as you can get.
A
Yes.
4 on a fumble. Your weapon is damaged. Bowstring breaks. Sword hilt falls off. Crossbow firing mechanism jams. Weapon can be repaired with a 10 minutes of work, but is useless for now.
So your gun jams.
Jesus
Your
Christ.
gun
way,
goes clack.
way to go, Chadley. This is why you're
Fire.
a programmer.
You hear a harmless click. So your gun
Yeah.
seems to not be functional for the rest of the fight, at least.
Okay, well then, in that case, my thug's gonna try to go up and pop the guy who got shot earlier.
Okay.
1, 11.
It's not hit.
Actually, I'm gonna burn 3 luck.
Okay.
Make that a
That
14.
hits.
Excellent. And that would just do 1d3, I believe.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. 4 damage of subdual damage.
4 damage. That's enough to kill him.
Well, knock him out at any rate.
Yeah. Are you
Still.
like specifically subduing?
Well, unarmed does subdual. So
Oh, okay. It does
he
not
came
go.
up and
Okay.
just punched
It's
him.
not capable of murder.
Okay.
Yes.
So you do so. He's unconscious.
Alrighty. Then I guess he'll yeah. That'll be my turn.
Okay. After Jake, it is Chris.
I shall fire upon this
All right.
man.
Oh,
Hell yeah, 1 damage.
I know. But it hits, but damn.
I shot him in the finger.
Okay. Yeah.
His
You
ear
hit.
is ringing from the shot.
All right. Oh yeah, and you have 1 character.
Oh god.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right.
I say, how do you like that?
Awesome. So from there, it is the guards' turn, or the military. These are not guards. They look different than the guards. These are like full-on military personnel. First one, he was disarmed.
Yeah.
So he's been kicked back a little bit. He's gonna reach behind him and pull out a knife and run it. Who was it that disarmed him?
Guy Cheddar.
Guy Cheddar. He's gonna do a swipe at Guy Cheddar. What's Guy Cheddar's AC?
13. Or is it 13? Yes.
Okay, he's wearing one of the vests.
Yeah.
All right. So that vest definitely saves him as this knife like plunges into the chest plating, but it doesn't break through. Deals no damage.
Hell yeah.
Good job, Mr. Cheddar.
All right. Next guard
Your
is
kung fu is weak.
unconscious on the ground. Next guard is gonna take a shot at random. There's 5 of you, so
Take a shot of vodka. Right?
at Chuck. No, that's Jake.
Oh no.
Jake, who's your character in position 1?
My character position 1 is Chadley Chaddington, the guy with the jammed rifle.
All right. He's getting shot at. What's his AC?
His AC is 11.
He's hit. 4. Drum
Don't
roll.
die.
7 damage.
Oh, he's dead.
he's dead.
Rifle round.
Wah! Click. What? Bang!
Yeah. Dropped. All right. I
Rip
believe
Chadley.
that is the last guard. Was that all 4 of them? That was all 4 of them.
I think there's. See, 1 got killed, 1's
think
on the
there's
ground,
one
and
more.
then 2 attacked. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, 1 got disarmed, 1 got knocked
Well,
out.
1 was disarmed, so the 1 went out with
Yeah.
knife. There was 1 that. Yeah. The one with his. I think there's 1 more.
Yeah, there's 1 more.
Unfortunately, I think there's 1 more.
There is.
Yeah.
As much as I wish there weren't.
And they are going for Jake again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's your character in position 2.
William Holder.
All right.
Some call him
Is
Bill Holder
William,
for short.
what's William's AC?
11.
Yeah, this hits. Dealing a whopping 2 damage.
Does he survive?
He survives.
Oh, good.
And he's got a pistol.
All right. From there, it is Tyler.
I didn't die, and I get to go now.
Mm-hmm.
There is a gun
Ziggity.
on the floor next to an unconscious guard.
That unconscious guard.
Yes.
Yep.
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious. I knocked him
I'm gonna have my janitor pick up that gun.
Okay. So
And
you're
then
able to run over and grab it and make an
Can
attack.
he use
so-
it as well, or is that his?
Yep.
Okay.
You're close enough. You're able to.
It's an agility, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, this was not the guy for this, but does an 8 hit?
Nope.
We know a 14 does.
Oh, okay. My scientist has. I did
Does he
not
have
write my notes very
Does
clearly.
he have 6 luck?
No, I don't have 6 luck to burn right now, unfortunately.
Oh, no. What did he use his luck on?
He didn't have very good luck to start with.
Oh, poor scientist.
My scientist has something. I can't. Oh, dagger. I can't read my
Oh, no,
G's. God
The
damn.
guy who shot, though, you could luck him.
Yeah, no, I know. He missed. That's it. I'm okay.
Okay.
All right.
The scientist has a dagger. He's going to use it against one of the guards.
Okay.
At random. I really don't care. Oh look. I imagine that's not going to hit, is it?
Nope.
My salary man has a pistol. He's going to shoot at one of the guards. And he finally gets a fucking 20. Thank
Critical.
you, game.
Oh hell yeah! Blam.
All right.
Nice.
How do critical hits work in
I don't
in terms of
remember.
damage? You're muted, Chuck.
There's a critical table to roll.
Yeah.
Is there?
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's a D6 plus your luck modifier.
Luck modifier is -1, so 7.
Wow.
Let me see where
No,
it's at.
it would subtract in this case if it's -1.
I can't ever remember. Because
It'd
I thought
be-
It's a, it's a beneficial
It
roll,
would be
so
a
it would minus.
D20 plus -1.
D20 plus -1.
you said it was
Yeah.
a D6 roll.
I'm sorry, D6. I said, but yeah.
So
So
it's
it comes down to it's just a D20 -1.
so it's my 6 minus 1, so 5.
Yeah. 5. This is a critical hit for solid strike to torso, extra 1d6 damage.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, I haven't rolled any damage yet, so
Sweet.
roll 2d6. This was the pistol, so it's 7 total damage.
All right. Doesn't kill him, but you do this to the one that's taking 1 point of damage, and he's looking pretty beat up. He's like bleeding pretty bad from under his armor. You can tell it's like pooling up. You're able to see it through the blue in his armor.
And that's everybody I have's turn. So
Okay. Dan.
Beth Jesus is going to slide his shotgun over to Marshmallow,
Okay.
and Marshmallow's got to try and get up there and try and catch them with his shotgun, so he's not shooting the rest of the party.
Okay.
Shotgun's got a taste for blood, and so
Uh-huh.
does Marshmallow.
That's right. Marshmallow's gonna be the one to save
Marshmallow
the
will
day.
kill again.
Nope.
Nope.
How
Misses.
much luck does Marshmallow have? Not enough.
Yep.
Dang. Marshmallow is not gonna save the day. I should have given it to Bruce the Juice.
All right.
I think after that, Bruce and gosh, he has like nothing. Yeah, whatever. Bruce and Lufaba will also run up and make some attacks.
Okay.
Beth Jesus is going to hide like a coward. Oh gosh.
Nope.
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 Just a whole lot of nope.
All right. Loops around. Check.
Okay, so all of mine have made it. So first thing's going to happen is Joe Rogan is going to try and shoot again with his assault rifle. Just
Okay.
at whichever one of these assholes is closest.
Okay. I'll say it randomly.
That's a 5.
Does not hit.
All right. I see how Roll20's treating me. That's fine.
Not just
Uh,
you.
Pretty bad.
Henry the hacker is going to run up with his mop. That is a 17.
That hits. He's able
Toxic
to
Avenger. Bam.
get that mop on her.
4 points of damage.
Okay. Let's see if that hits the guy that's already damaged. And it does.
Nice.
You shove this mop in his ribs or something, killing him.
Nice. That is how you
Just
do.
jams it into his gun wound,
Yeah.
pulls it back out,
Yeah.
and his guts come spilling out too.
Yeah. Goes and
Clean
jabs it.
yourself
It goes
up,
way
you
farther
filthy
than he
animal.
thinks it should and
Something.
Yeah.
pulls it back.
Wait. No, he jams it into the gun wound, and then he comes up with this line: "You should really clean that before it gets infected."
Eh,
'Cause it's a mop. It's a cleaning. It's supposed to be bad.
yeah.
Yep.
Just go with it. You're all
Don't worry,
assholes.
I
That
said a
was
bad
great.
one that nobody heard, I think. So
There we go. Paul the Mall Cop punches a motherfucker.
All
there's
right.
only
a
one
nat
or
20.
2 left.
There are two
I
left.
got one more after, or two
Yeah.
left. Yeah.
Two
And-
guards.
He's not paying it. He just swings at one of them randomly.
Does a Zangief lariat.
Yes. He's got a luck of 1, so this is going to be a 6 + 1, 7.
That's a 7. Ooh, he's
Let
getting
me
a luck promotion.
find- Yeah, he is. He might get to be an actual cop with those rolls. Gosh, now of course I can't find the fucking crit table.
Oh shit!
Hey, thanks, Ultimate Blitz. Those
Awesome.
bits
Thank you.
are
Thank you.
fantastic. A 7. Oh, that's a fumble. I don't want to tell you what a fumble is.
Hmm.
Smashes foe's hand and deals an extra 2d3 damage with this strike, and you break 2 of the enemy's fingers. So since Paul the Mall Cop is punching, this is going to be 3d3 + 1.
He's got incredible strength.
So that is going to be 7 damage. Punches this dude right in the goddamn face.
All right. You said it hits their hand though.
Oh yeah, that's right. He punches
So-
them in the hand.
So he's
No. He grabs them by the wrist and says, "Stop hitting yourself." Bam. Stop hitting yourself. Bam.
yeah.
Stop hitting yourself.
Pretty
Bam.
There you
good.
go.
I was picturing more like you're punching at him, he puts up his hand to block, and you like punch his fist into his face,
Ooh, okay. I like that. That's way
breaking some
better.
of his face.
That sounds even better.
Yeah.
That's some Jackie Chan shit right there.
Yeah, breaking a few of his fingers. So
Still up.
he's still up. You said that was 7 damage.
Yeah.
7 damage.
7. He's looking pretty bad, but he's still up.
So Nurse Packaday knows when to capitalize on a bad situation. So she's going to try and mop up this dude with the broken fingers.
All right,
That
That
is
hits.
a 14.
that hits.
All right.
Oof.
And that is a D8 - 1. 6
Oh,
7.
points
Nice.
of damage.
6. Okay, yeah. She finishes him off. You see her
Mops him up,
swipe
clearly.
this mop handle into his head, and you hear a snap as
There
he
we
drops.
Paul the Mall Cop and Nurse Packaday are doing the fucking work.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Jake.
Let's see. There's the knocked out guy and the guy with the knife. Is that who's left?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guess I'm gonna gang up on the guy with the knife.
Yeah.
Guy Cheddar's just gonna shoot at him.
Okay.
I can never remember. Yeah, okay, just 0. Oof. That ain't gonna hit.
Nope.
All
Here's your
right.
chance to turn him into Swiss cheese.
Okay. Time for the cabbie. There we go. That'll hit him.
Yep. Got him.
+2 for 7 damage.
Nice damage.
All right. He's still up. It's the first damage he's taken, but it's not looking good.
All right. And then William Holder's gonna come and paunch him. How strong are you, Billy?
Hopefully he's
Plus
feeling
1.
the spicy punch coming.
Oh baby, that's spicy as fuck, boy.
That hits.
That is the spiciest, boy.
Oh
Look at
baby,
that.
another
Look
4.
at that
Bam.
spicy punch.
That's not. Is this a fist?
Yep.
All right. You do the same. You just give him an uppercut, and you feel his head hit the inside of his helmet, and falls over unconscious as well. So you have
Fuck yeah.
2 dead guards, 2 unconscious, or I keep saying guards, military personnel, unmarked.
We loot the bodies.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's
I think
get their
that's the
guns, their
correct answer.
walkie-talkies, and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should
we-
probably say something like targets clear or something like that.
Yeah.
Targets extracted.
Can we fake their voice well enough?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Are you
Guy
doing
Cheddar
anything
can. He's an
with
actor.
these unconscious military personnel?
Let's tuck them away in some
Do
cubicles.
they
Can
have
I just
the
slit his
like?
throat?
Yeah.
Well, do they have like the zip tie handcuffs like some police and military carry with them?
They do.
Let's
Oh, there
just
you
zip
go.
tie their hands and their feet and just leave them here.
Oh,
Alright.
let's tuck them all into cubicles though.
Sure.
Well, yeah, hide them from.
Okay, you do so. So you're able to get 4 vests, 4 helmets, 4
Nice.
rifles, and 4 knives.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
it looks like those fellas met a grim demise.
Nah.
Indeed.
The
Or
other
that-
thing that you are able to grab off of the first one that was knocked unconscious is he has a key card on him.
Oh yeah,
Well, that goes to Jeff Bezos.
absolutely.
So you said we got 4 more sets of armor.
Yep.
What color is this key card?
This key card is a dark blue.
Does it have a indication what level it is, or?
5.
Oh, we
Ooh.
never even saw level 4.
I would like out of the loot, I would like 2 of the knives.
Okay.
What's the damage on those knives? D6 or D4?
What have they been?
Standard dagger is D4.
I think it's the same as a dagger, so D4.
Okay.
Not sure what other.
I have knives that are D6.
I was gonna say I have a dagger.
Well, just
that's
make
a
them D6
so-
then. Yeah. I forget what I said they were before. It would be
I
the
have,
same. It's the same knives.
I have 1 person with a gun, but I have 2 people with jackets and helmets. So if it evens some other people out, I don't mind passing on those, but I wouldn't mind a gun.
I'm happy not taking any guns here.
I'll give a gun to Chadley Chaddington
What's the damage
to
on the assault
replace the one he
rifle?
broke.
1d10.
Well, you can fix that broken one.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can-
but it'll take 10 minutes. I'm just gonna pull the magazine out and say fuck it.
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Did everybody take everything?
Does anyone
Oh,
else
each-
want any of the knives?
Each of the 4 have a radio as well.
My
Okay.
janitor doesn't have any armor at all, so I'm gonna give him one of the pieces of armor. Is it a +3 armor or is it a +4 armor?
+3.
Can I have a thing of armor as well?
Yep.
All right. I'm
I
going to
mean,
take.
anyone
Does
can.
anyone else want the knives?
No.
I have knives on basically everybody.
I will take the
Nope.
4 knives.
What do the helmets provide us in terms of armor?
They are
Nothing.
nothing. It's just when you're
Crit
wearing
protection.
them.
It's immunity to crit.
There's just certain
Right.
types of
Yeah.
crits that can.
There's a lot of criticals that say if you have a helmet, then X. If you don't have a helmet, then X, but worse.
Gotcha.
Like you'll get stunned for longer or whatever without
Yeah.
one.
Or I guess Chadley Chaddington's dead. Oh shit. So yeah, he's not taking a gun. My thug William Holder will have the rifle.
Okay. You do so.
I thought Chadley. Oh yeah, Chadley Chaddington did.
Yeah, he
die.
came out, jammed the gun,
He
and
got
died
blasted.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys continue on through here.
Okay.
You make it eventually out of what looks like office spaces, and you're in kind of more of these hallways, and they're a little bit wider at this point. And you pass through like a set of bigger like double doors, and you're in what kind of seems like if you've ever been in the back section of like maybe a hotel or something where it still kind of looks nice, but the walls look a little bit more worn. It's a little bit less upkept. It's a little bit wider, and it seems to be like there's more traffic of like heavier things in this area. Floors are more scuffed up, walls are more scuffed up. And you get to a spot where it says exit B over it.
Oh, hey.
Probably click the radio on again real quick just to see if there's anything to hear.
Yeah,
Any chatter?
You click the radio on, and immediately upon it clicking on, you hear all sorts of beeps and people yelling, and you hear a lot of commotion. But most of them seem to say, let me get this number right. What is his? Oh, okay. Most of them keep saying, or like, it's kind of gibberish, as a lot of stuff coming through the radio. But what you keep hearing a lot is 682 has breached containment.
682.
You're hearing that constantly. You hear a few that says teams 2 and 4 are down.
Alrighty, let's.
And we
Sounds
never
like they're-
encountered 682, right?
No. When you
Nope.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's
do
time
we
for us to
con-
get out.
Do
Yeah,
we
let's keep
consider
looking
exit
at.
B, or do we move on for whatever exit A is?
I think we consider getting the fuck out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, exit B.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see there's like this big double door, or like kind of like the one that was on the machine room, or the room with the dog-like things that mimicked voices. It's like these giant metal parting doors. There's a key card on the side of it, and it takes your level 5. It opens up, and as it does, you see there's like an elevator standing kind of free. There's like a tube that comes down in the center of this big, heavy, reinforced little bubble staging area. And this elevator seems to go up into the ceiling and past.
Do we all pile on?
I
or
hop
do-
on. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a big service elevator, too, so it's big enough to
Yeah.
fit everyone.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
Excellent. Yeah.
Let's go. I suspect we'll either show up and get gunned down, or show up and get out.
Done.
Yeah. I assume they have like a crew of vehicles waiting for people to be extracted.
Even so, Guy Cheddar's gonna take a moment, tell everybody that if they find a proper exit, he's going to be the first one out, and if he sees anything, he's gonna draw their attention and try to give cover fire for everyone else.
Okay.
Well, and if it's insurmountable, we can always go back down.
So, you guys get in this elevator, and it's bringing you up. And it does that same kind of thing that the elevator between light and heavy did, where your ears almost pop. Like, it's this really quick ascent. It shudders a little bit. But as you reach your max speed, and you're staying there for a little bit, there's this large shake that hits your elevator, and you're tossed around a little bit within the trail, and you hear like this horrible grinding sound as your elevator grazes either side of the shaft, and it comes back up. The lights flicker a little bit as it does this.
No.
Your speed kind of like, you get a slight judder, but then it straightens out again. Keeps going up. You start slowing down as it seems like you're coming to the edge of, or the end of this elevator, and it happens again where there's this huge pounding shake that shakes your elevator car around inside the tracks of this, and you hear the grinding again as it's hitting the edges of this shaft, and it shudders to a stop, and then the lights blink out, and then they come back on red, and it slowly
Uh-oh.
continues moving up.
Oh boy.
Are we going up on emergency power now?
That is a possibility.
Yeah.
So it seems to be moving a little bit slower. And you hear the motors kind of working differently. You heard them like quickly, like, but you hear this like slow, almost like an engine sound accompanying this motor this time, instead
Useful
of just
now.
like the whirring. It
Yeah.
sounds like it's on some alternate power source pulling you up along the track. And it takes a little bit longer, but you get up to the top, and there's another one of these shakes right as you hit the top, and it opens up. And immediately upon the doors opening, you're just flooded with gunfire and
Oh,
explosions. They're not into the cage. You just
Oh,
hear the
good.
sound of it.
Okay.
Welcome to
Oh,
fact.
oh God.
No, I don't mean you guys get
You
shot.
see
but
flashing
you
lights,
hear
then
the
darkness.
sound. Yeah.
And I go, well, let's go
You
have
just
some
hear
fun.
Lots of bursts of gunfire coming from these loud crashes every so often. You hear helicopters off in the distance, explosions every so often. And it's as the doors open up all the way and you're able to step out, you hear this loud roar of some sort of beast that you can't really point, like, it's not anything like you've heard before, but it's very low and it just cries out louder than any of the gunfire explosions that you're hearing.
Is it like a Monster Hunter roar? Like it rumbles everything and makes us stumble?
A little bit.
Perhaps
hear
rather
this.
than shooting, we just run. Or maybe
Yeah, we find the
see-
nearest unattended vehicles and get
Yep.
what they call the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yes, make like a tree, as they
And
say.
get the
Say those
fuck out of
words.
here.
I have heard them call that. Yes.
And you see out, like you step out from this little kind of, there's like another staging area, and there's a door on either side. You seem to be in kind of like this dome that's on the surface. And you go over to one of the sides, door opens up, and you see out in this vast flat desert. And there's all sorts of light and things that are dancing across. It's night. There's a bit of moonlight poking through the clouds, and there's constant like lights and things flashing from gunfire and explosions hitting the bottom of these clouds as you peer out. And there appears to be several military personnel and vehicles and things that are all engaged in combat with this gigantic lizard thrashing about into some of the towers and things that are poking through the surface.
This must be a 682 here.
And you see
sounds
this
like it.
a war zone essentially outside of this pod. You see way out in the distance another similar pod that this commotion's not going on at. Like this all seems to be kind of localized on this area, and everything around your pod saying like Gate B.
I assume that's probably just gate A over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
It looks pretty far away. So kind of what you see is this war zone breaking out. Military personnel everywhere. They don't seem to notice you. What are you
Just
kind of
sneak
thinking for
off.
trying to leave?
Is there an armored
fish to fry.
personnel?
Yeah. I assume the people coming into our building came out of something.
Mhm.
So perhaps.
Well,
there's a
none of them are
vehicle
coming
that's-
into your building right now. They're all just kind
Well, I
of
mean, like
out and
the
about.
guys who
From
came in
before.
from
But anyway,
before.
do we see a vehicle?
You see several, yeah.
I think that's what Dan was getting at.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
4 guys who came in,
Ah.
we killed 4 of them. They probably got out of something. Maybe we get into that.
Okay. Yeah, you see like a armored personnel carrier.
In we go. Are there keys?
There were supposed to be keys on one of the commanders that you guys killed. So yes, you have keys.
All right.
Thank God.
Thank goodness.
I forgot to give you that
Good.
too.
All
All
right.
right.
Car and drive away.
All right. So, on this, there are paths. There's like roads and things in this area, and the rest is like sand. It doesn't. This vehicle looks to be pretty heavy, and you don't know how well it'll do just going through the sand on its own. But the roads also have other vehicles and things on them, and seem to go kind of through the thick of this fight. So, what I need is whoever's driving to give me a luck check.
Oh no!
Nurse Packaday is driving.
All
How
right.
lucky is Nurse Packaday?
Yeah.
15.
That's not bad.
That's probably about the best we're gonna get.
me that
Better
roll.
than me.
You boys stay in the back for fighting. I'll handle the driving.
No.
This Nurse Packaday pulls out some old NASCAR gloves she's been keeping.
She doesn't. She definitely doesn't.
Okay.
Because she fails that luck test.
She pulled out the wrong gloves.
Nurse
Oh,
Packaday
jeez.
driving through, and you're barreling down this highway road, going past a few buildings that have been collapsed as a paw, this reptile, smashes not on you, but in front of you, blocking the road. You are unable to proceed.
Almost got stepped on by Godzilla.
Almost.
Oh my guys
wait
are
a
going to get
second?
out and open fire on the tail.
Oh my
Let's
gosh,
just
that's
wait.
the worst idea.
Until he steps somewhere else. I mean, he might be onto something.
He's moving
You
across
shoot-
the road. Is
Yeah.
this a front leg or a back leg?
Appears to be a front leg.
Oh, never mind then.
Out to the
I'm gonna
left.
back up
Okay.
and
So
I'm
if
gonna
we-
wait for it to keep moving.
All right.
And then as soon as it moves, I'm gonna drive under its belly between the front and the back legs, underneath it, across the
Shoot
road.
the gap.
Shoot the fucking gap.
Okay. Give me an agility check.
Roll one of those 5s. No, not now. Never mind.
If
Oh,
you do roll a
no.
5, you better burn some luck.
I
Goodness.
burn 12 luck.
14?
Yeah.
That's enough. As you sit back and you are just sitting there waiting for your opening, you see it, put your foot on the pedal. It stutters a little bit, but you just ease into it and shoot off. Your tires spin for a little bit, but you're able to get through. You just barely make it out underneath this lizard as it crashes into another building, causing chaos. And you guys are, for the most part, ignored.
Beautiful.
Hooray.
That's, I think, where we're going to end it. So you all make it into your armored vehicle and sail off, driving into the night. Seems like
Yeah.
most of whoever's guarding the border or outside things on this facility are all kind of involved in this giant lizard fight.
I imagine so.
Fair.
Yeah. And we lived happily ever after because the biggest issue with crazy shit going on is that nobody ever believes it.
Hmm.
So we know that it's happening, so we can always move to a safe spot. Like,
As soon as we hear crazy start talking shit, oh, time to get out of town.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was
All right.
enough with this city.
I just heard a man say, "Giant lizard, we gotta go." What?
Don't worry. We'll
All right.
all open up our company. You guys are all hired by Beth Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
So, how
No,
many
I
people?
think
And
Guy
his
Cheddar's
news-
just
What's,
gonna.
what's our death count for this whole adventure? Let's get a
I-
number.
I
Who
only
lost
had
characters and
3.
how many?
I lost
3,
4.
4, 7,
I lost 1.
Oh no, I lost 5.
5, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I only
13,
lost 2.
15.
Not bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
All right. 15 dead. And then Jared lost.
He lost some
few.
as well.
Either
He
2 or
lost
3.
2 or 3, yeah. I want to say 2. I'm pretty sure he had 2
Well,
people on him. Because he had 1 die, I think, and then 1 get taken away by the old man.
Yeah. That may be it. It may have just been 2.
So, I'm going to say
We'll
17
say
dead.
17. You probably could have taken an opportunity to kill some more people in that last combat that we had.
Yeah.
With every gun that was missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure to put 4 or 5 in that. They missed a lot of shots though. So
Well, and then also our people were missing shots too.
Mhm.
And if you miss a shot with a ranged weapon while there's people engaged with melee with your target, there's a 50% chance of hitting.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to put a reminder on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what
Hey.
did you guys think?
It was
pretty
good.
fun.
It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the SCPs and
Mhm.
the weird things that they do.
It's a pretty fun world.
I'm interested to know what would have happened if we either didn't unplug the power or mucked around with 79.
So 79 is the computer AI.
Yeah.
It's basically this artificial intelligence that's advanced enough that it's able to manipulate electronics and things with its like extremities. So it being plugged into a power grid is enough for it to start manipulating anything else on that same grid. If you would have gone in the room, you would have seen that it's supposed to have an outlet that's like on a solar panel on a battery that's like not tied to anything, but it's been moved from that and plugged into this this extension cord. It was going to try and barter with you guys to carry it with the battery outside of the facility for an exchange of like trying. It said it would help you open doors and do whatever it needs to do. But it had every intent of not necessarily like it didn't care about your lives. It was going to find the first chance to like take over a vehicle or something and get itself out. But
yeah, sort of what we expected, I guess.
yeah, it basically gets you pretty far, but at the end it might get you killed.
Maybe we made the right
Mm-hmm.
decision. I guess if it took the vehicle and left us somehow.
Yeah.
With no vehicle.
I kind of rushed through the lizard encounter just because we're hitting,
Part time.
11. Yeah. Because kind of the two choices between B and A in this are A is much farther away, but not as distracted. So B, you can chance the war zone and maybe take some fire, maybe run into the lizard, maybe have to do some stuff there, some skill checks. But A, you have to make it past like people, guards, have another shootout potentially, have a gate you have to go through.
Yeah, the people who are actually still there.
Yeah.
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 Because everything is pretty much intact still over at gate A. So.
Okay.
I like Jake's idea of attacking the tail though.
Yeah.
Because lizards, you attack their tail, they drop it and then they run away. I'm sure it would have been the same.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
It's just a great big iguana, babe. Shoot the tail, and then everyone dies.
Just drops the tail, and there's just chaos from that, and then
Guy
Literally.
Cheddar on this run through only had 1 HP,
Jeez.
dang.
and he got some lucky rolls, which is why he was alive.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Beth Jesus survived with all 5 of his health.
Because he knows how to network. He knows how to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good with division of labor.
Right.
Marshmallow
Division
got
of
a lot of work.
wage slave labor.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Tomorrow
that was a lot
morning.
of fun. I think it went better in a lot of ways than I thought it was going to. There's some areas that need work, tweaking it. I'm going to do I think when I finish writing up how to do this adventure, if someone else wants to run it in the future, I'm going to do kind of a combination of how it went tonight versus the previous nights. I think we were spending too much time on like traveling mechanics on the other nights. And then this night was pretty railroaded, but that was just to get through like the big things of the night, which were like 106, the old man's room, the computer room, and then the fight to get outside.
Yeah.
So some combination of those. You guys got a good glimpse into the SCP world.
Yeah. And then
did.
tomorrow morning, Joe Rogan and Bert Grimwell will go to open a door and it'll rip off its hinges.
Yeah.
Because we had the protein shake.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The super strength protein shake.
You ever
All
get a
right.
look at that guy's arms? Jesus, Jamie, look at that guy's arms.
Jamie,
Bet he can
pull
rip
that
a
up.
door
Pull
right
that
off
up.
the hinges.
Pull that up,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
But,
Pull that up, Jamie.
Thank you for everyone that stuck through and is watching still. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Appreciate all the viewers.
Yeah.
What else do we have going on this week? Friday, we've got Zweihander.
Yep,
on
Zweihander
the
on
Zweihander channel.
twitch.tv/ZweihanderRPG. It's Friday. Saturday, we're kicking off the DCC Hex Crawl that I'm pulling from the Phylactery issue 1 zine. So that's Saturday night, some Dungeon Crawl classics. The Sunday, I'll be over on TT2KB for continuing their Zweihander campaign, Horror in Huttenberg. Monday, Joe, Dan, and I will be on the Lollygaggers for session 0 of Vesson. And that's kind of the other big things. Next week on Wednesday, we're kicking off a Hyperborea little mini campaign with the adventure Rat in the Walls. And then Friday, we'll be back for Joe's game.
Yep.
Not this coming Friday, but the Friday after.
Friday after. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what
Good
the
stuff.
calendar's looking like.
Awesome. Lots going on. Again, thanks for everyone that stuck out. It's awesome running this game. A lot of fun. And I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Yep. Goodbye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Catch y'all later. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, fires, drugs, hands.